apologize for the interruption, but we're going to go back now. Further developments at the evacuation of the U.S. Capitol. We're going to senior White House correspondent John King. John?
Well, Lou, I want to bring you up to speed on a briefing we've just had with a senior administration official, not on the developments at the U.S. Capitol, the evacuation of the Capitol, but on the investigation here in Washington. Speaking to the senior administration official, no doubt the administration believes that the suspected Saudi terrorist Osama bin Laden is suspect number one in this, but this official saying one of the reasons the administration has not flat out said so just yet as the investigation continues is, quote, that there might have been not one but multiple organizations involved in this. So that one development as the investigation continues and as the president meets with his national security team again this afternoon to consider possible military strikes. Also, this official making clear in an obvious effort to try to build American public support and prepare the American public that even if the president authorizes a military response to these terrorist strikes of the past few days, that the administration is also preparing what this official called a sustained effort involving other governments to crack down not only militarily but financially and diplomatically as well, not only on terrorist groups but on nations that harbor them as well. And as an example of that, the administration putting extraordinary pressure on the government of Pakistan today, asking, we are told by sources, for the Pakistani government to close the border with Afghanistan, to stop supplying fuel to the Taliban government in Afghanistan, to provide any information it has on the movements and the organization of Osama bin Laden, and to allow U.S. warplanes access to Pakistani airspace if requested in the event the president does go forward with a military response. That is significant, of course, because Mr. bin Laden has his shelter in Afghanistan. A number of developments in the investigation, an urgent tone here at the White House, and as we previously reported, a new security environment again here at the White House as well, as the president continues his discussions inside today because of an earlier threat today on the vicinity of the White House and on the White House grounds itself. We are told as a precaution, Vice President Dick Cheney taken out of the White House grounds, brought to the Camp David retreat in Maryland, so he and the president would be a safe distance apart. Lou?
And John, the president remains in the White House tonight?
He does indeed. The president here as we speak. That a sign number one that they don't view this threat as credible right now, although just 100 yards away in Lafayette Park, armed Secret Service continue to patrol, and they have blocked off all vehicle traffic on a much broader perimeter than had been the case yesterday. The president in the White House working. We should also note, though, there are very secure facilities beneath the White House grounds should there be a threat on the White House.
John, thank you very much. John King from the White House, who will, amongst all the other correspondents as well, of course, here at CNN, be keeping us up to date. We want to return to Alan Chernoff. Alan, the obstacles facing the big board, all of the exchanges and these brokerages to bring Wall Street back fully recovered, at least as recovered as possible by Monday.
Huge effort here, and it's not only the stock exchange, all the brokerage firms, of course, the city officials, and as we mentioned, the telecommunications companies, very critical here, as well as Con Edison, a power company, because there was a generator in the basement of number 7 World Trade Center, which also is gone.
And Verizon, the principal telephone company working down there.
Precisely.
Okay. Alan Chernoff, thank you very much. And again, as I said, as we focus on what is happening here in the financial capital and indeed the world, we will also, as any development warrants, be moving you back to wherever the development takes place to give you the full report. We have some good news tonight. Morgan Stanley, the brokerage house, the World Trade Center's largest tenant, occupying parts of both towers. In fact, 3,700 employees. And we're going to tell you about the remarkable story of the survivors of that in just a moment. We're going to go now back to Washington, D.C. Lieutenant Dan Nichols of the Capitol Police.
Into the building to the specific area where the threat was made. The first team went in and conducted a sweep and hit on an area that was a concern. As a precaution, we sent a second team in, and that second team hit also. Based upon 2 dogs hitting on a package, we went ahead and did an immediate evacuation of the Capitol to ensure the public safety and the security of the Congress. Everyone was evacuated out of the building. I'm pleased to say now that we've cleared this. We sent our hazardous devices unit in. They've examined that area thoroughly, and they have not identified anything of a hazardous nature. And we are now getting ready to reoccupy the Capitol building. This event lasted approximately 45 minutes or 50 minutes. And it's now concluded. I was developing some more information. The reason why I was late coming to the briefing is we had just had the information passed on to me that we have cleared that, the bond team has cleared the package, or cleared the area, and we are now re-entering the Capitol building.
Can you tell us what kind of a package it was? Was it a briefcase or a...
I'm sorry, I'm not going to get into that specific information. As far as, I'm sorry, I'm not going to give you the location either.